So before we start the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. So, let's get into it. Alright, breaking news. The Bears trade star pass rusher Khalil Mack to the Los Angeles Chargers. In this video, I'm going to give y'all 3 reasons why they traded him and what it means for the future. So, without further ado, let's get into it. What's up, guys? KT here, back at it with another video, back at it with another Bears off-season video. I haven't done this in a while, mainly because there's been nothing to talk about, but god dang, do we have something to talk about. The Bears just traded their best defensive player, well, one of their best defensive players, in Khalil Mack, for, get this, a 2022 second round pick and a 2023 sixth round pick. Initial reaction was upset, heartbroken, and everything else. But as I sit down and analyze the trade, not from an emotional perspective, but from a GM perspective, it makes sense. Now, I said I was going to give you all 3 reasons. I'm going to get into them right now. With the first reason is that the Bears will save a lot of money trading Khalil Mack. Now, they will take the dead cap hit this year, which is $24 million, but they did also free up $6 million for this year. Now, the main thing is the Bears traded Khalil Mack. While they take the dead cap hit, they also traded Khalil Mack with his full salary to the Los Angeles Chargers. Yes, the Chargers will take on his full salary, which is $63 million, I think. It might be a little bit more, but I think it's $63.9 million. But don't quote me on that. Either way, the Bears will save a lot of money by making this trade, which also means is that you'll have $100 million to work with next season in 2023. Which this also means is that you can also build a team around Justin Fields for the coming years. But, you know, still, I would have liked to see them get at least 1 first round pick, maybe a 4th round pick instead of that 6, but, you know, can't get everything we want. He is 31, he's making $63 million, and he is coming off a foot injury. So I can kind of understand why the Chargers didn't want to just give the Bears everything. Still, I would have thought they would have gave up a little bit more. I do not fully agree with the trade, especially with the trade compensation, but I can understand it. Number 2 is that the Bears are looking for long-term success. They're not looking for short-term success. Unlike last year, the Bears were just signing little knick-knack players here and there to just make up whatever holes they had in their roster for only short-term wins and short-term success for the past 4 years, actually. This move basically clarifies that Ryan Poles is not looking to pull a Ryan Pace and completely just do small-time moves and expect to win a Super Bowl. No, he's thinking about the big picture. He's looking beyond 2022 and looking to 2023, 2024, 2025 and the future for this team. The future also includes that you have to have money to build the future, and with $63 million, you're not going to have much money to do that. So it's clear Ryan Poles has made his decision. Nobody is safe on this roster, one, and if you're making a lot of money, look out. So Tariq Cohen, Robert Quinn, Eddie Jackson, they could all be gone, but it could be for the better as they're trying to build a better roster around our young quarterback in Justin Fields. Number 3 is this all comes back to Justin Fields. They're trying to build a competent team around Justin Fields for the future. That starts by getting draft capital, no matter what it is, freeing up money, freeing up positions so you can sign these free agents and rookies that you're going to draft. And it also shows that they trust the young players on the roster, like the guys like Travis Gibson, who will probably take over for Khalil Mack. So what the Bears are clearly doing, and what Ryan Poles is clearly doing, is he's clearly cleaning, I wouldn't say cleaning house, but getting rid of all the mistakes the old regime has made. Not saying Khalil Mack is a mistake. He's one of the best players in the league, if not one of the best defensive players ever. But still, $63 million is a lot. And for a 31-year-old that's going into the wrong side of 30 with injuries, I can understand that. That probably means Robert Quinn is gone, like I said. I don't know about Eddie Jackson. He's making a lot of money, but still, I kind of expect him to be gone as well. But either way, Ryan Poles is looking to build a long-term contender. And, you know, if it means trading away Khalil Mack and retooling or rebuilding, he's perfectly content to do that. And he has every right to do that. He's the GM. I don't fully support the move, but, you know, I can understand it from a GM's perspective. I'm not going to be able to do anything with $63 million hitting that cap. So I can kind of agree with the logic there. But either way, they're building a team. They're trying to build a team around Justin Fields, get younger, get better talent. You can clearly see what they're doing, and you can do nothing but respect that. This also means, as an honorable mention, you're probably going to get a high pick next year. You got your first round for next year. You also got their sixth round for next year. So you probably get 2 picks in the 6th round. But don't sleep right now. Don't sleep on the Bears right now for doing anything else to get more draft capital. Maybe even get a first round pick for this year. Because clearly Ryan Poles is aggressive. He's looking to rebuild this roster from the ground up and fix some of the mistakes that the old regime made. So overall, I do not agree with the trade per se, just because they didn't get, adequate draft compensation. But I can completely understand why, and why they did the trade and why they did not get the draft consensus compensation. But you know what? It's just my soft spot for Khalil Mack. He's one of my favorite players in the league. I feel like he should have got at least more than. I feel like he's worth more than the 2nd round pick to me. But either way, I can do nothing but respect the trade. I don't fully agree with it. I can respect it though. Ryan Poles is definitely making his mark already. He's already made some big moves, clearly, and he's clearly not done. Clearly, I can see that from a mile away. He's not done making moves. Guys like Roquan and Thomas Graham and Jalen Johnson, they're probably safe. But guys like Tariq Cohen, Eddie Jackson, and Robert Quinn, they're probably not safe on this roster because he's looking to get younger all around. And he's trying to fix some of the mistakes the old regime made by just completely strangling us with our cap situation. So I can't do nothing but respect the decision. I hope it pays off in the long term. Definitely not a way to get the fans on your side, being the new GM. But hey, I'm not in his shoes. I just make YouTube videos and talk about it. So that's all I got for you guys today. Now, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you guys think about the trade? Do you think they should have got a lot more for Khalil Mack, or do you agree with the trade? Do you dislike the trade? Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and like the video, as it helps me make more content. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video. And I'm out. Peace.